Yes, we are back again with vlog number 2, and we decided to share this video on taking risks as an entrepreneur, which is extremely important and something that we can really go in depth in. And this is where we're going to be sharing some stories of what we've done as entrepreneurs.
Yeah, so being a business owner, if you're not taking risks, you aren't living life to the fullest potential. It's something that me and Tyrone definitely go by. Risks are just an exciting part of the journey, and if you feel nervous or feel scared, it's definitely sometimes the right direction for you in order to level up or seek more growth.
Yeah, so you're probably wondering and watching this video thinking, what risks have they taken as an entrepreneur? So, number 1.
One that me and Tyrone have recently done together would definitely be going out to the Caribbean for 10 months. Having the unknown, not knowing what to really expect, also going for that duration of time and having to work remotely from our computers or whatever it was that we were choosing to take with us. But also the time that we were living in, things like COVID, even though it was a lot better here in the UK, in some areas around the Caribbean that wasn't the case, and actually with it being third world countries was still a difficult time for lots of people there.
Yeah, and a lot of times we used to get, especially when we got back home, is that the whole idea of traveling whilst working wasn't a thing that could actually be done. But we actually did it for 10 months, staying in 2 months per island. So we stayed in 5 islands in total, and actually made something happen that we didn't think that could happen from the very beginning. But afterwards, start doing it over and over again, we realized actually it can be done. So that was risk number 1 as an entrepreneur. Now let's move on to number 2.
Yeah, so risk number 2 would definitely be, just like Tara mentioned, going on that journey and actually becoming digital nomads. Digital nomads is something that's growing quite massively, and I think has definitely developed since the world of things like COVID again. Being able to work and have your services online is definitely an appeal to lots of different businesses for lots of different reasons. And it was something that we tried to experience when obviously being out in the Caribbean. It had its risks for many, many reasons, things like internet connection, never knowing actually if things like that was going to go to play, again with the kind of countries that we were in. That was always taking a risk and understanding that running a business would have to be done differently.
Yeah, and sometimes even as business owners, where we think that our services are offline, we don't actually need to have things online, or we probably don't think that there's any way of it being online. We can actually hugely underestimate that. We can actually have things that's placed online as business owners, even if we have offline businesses. So that was definitely something that we definitely took more consideration in. And now let's move on to number 3. So what do you think about what's number 3 on our list? So we've done Caribbean.
I would say number 3 for both of us is definitely taking a risk with the work-life balance. I think when starting your business, it's really important to understand that having you time is equally as important as working as hard as you can at your business. Your business becomes your baby almost, so it's something you want to put a lot of time, care and attention into, but you have to be really careful with not obviously burning out. So taking risks and just understanding the growth will come with the hard work that you have put in, and allowing yourself to understand that downtime is okay to have is definitely a risk-taking factor, I think.
Yeah, because I think we're so used to the idea of working hard 24/7 that taking the risk of relaxing is not a thing to do, when actually relaxing most of the time helps us to actually get back to the work with the energy that we needed to have. So couldn't agree more with that. But we got a bonus one, which was the most overwhelming but extremely exciting thing that both of us ever done, which was going to Toulouse and going to a dance class. Deanna, of course, being the dancer, and me just playing my part. But I played my part pretty good. And not learning the language.
Well, not learning the language to its full, so not being completely fluent.
Yeah.
We had elements there where we could get by, but it was definitely taking a risk to understand what life was going to be like. So similar to the Caribbean, we decided to set off for 5 weeks and just experience the kind of French culture, the French lifestyle, and doing lots of activities that brought us, taking risks, understanding our kind of intuition, and just kind of being ourselves rather than following kind of speech and language as we know it here in the UK.
And that's ultimately the whole idea of taking risks. Like, even though it may seem uncomfortable at the very beginning, the output that you get from it is, is priceless. It's hard to even put into words. So if you are a business owner and you're looking to take more risk, we hope that these 4 stories that we've shared with you inspire you, keep you going, keep you uplifted, and of course, we'll be back with another vlog. So this is the end of the vlog of All New Creative. Have a great day and take it easy.